You might be wondering what I mean by the title of this video. How could YouTube be broken? Well, you might have heard of a couple of instances recently about some big YouTubers who had issues with their videos being taken down for community guidelines violations when it was completely nonsense. These specifically were I Hate Everything, who does these review type videos, and then Eli the Computer Guy, who does tech videos. And basically both of them had these different videos that were automatically removed for violations of community guidelines, and they weren't violations at all. And basically what happened is YouTube messed up and put their channels in jeopardy, gave them strikes, and then of course they made some big issues about it, and they got posted on Reddit, that sort of thing. And sure enough, soon after that, the attention made it so that their videos were restored. But it kind of reveals a bigger issue about YouTube that I thought I would talk about. And that is that even though YouTube provides this amazing platform for people to put up all these videos, even making careers out of them and jobs like I do, this is my full-time job, it always sits in the back of my head that YouTube has the power to wipe it all out in an instant with really no consequences at all. We have very little power over our channels. Now, copyright strikes are easy enough to deal with because it's a legal thing, and if someone provides a false copyright strike, you can literally sue them for perjury. But for community guidelines strikes, it's a bigger issue because it's always at YouTube's discretion, and if they disagree with you, then you really can't do much about it. In the case of Eli the Computer Guy, he had a video that was talking about how to hack a password field. It wasn't even really hacking, but it was just an educational video saying, hey, you know, if you do inspect element, you can reveal this password you just typed in, and the whole point was to say that, you know, just because the little dots appear in a password field doesn't mean that it's necessarily secure. And YouTube, for some reason, took down that video for community guidelines violations, probably because it said hacking in the title and no other reason. And then, of course, he appealed it, but the problem was that appeal got denied. Even though it clearly was not about malicious hacking or anything like that, it was not against the community guidelines, didn't violate anything, and it still got denied. And what I think happened in that case is the algorithm for YouTube scans through all sorts of videos and saw hacking or something like that in the title, flagged it, didn't necessarily take it down, and then when a video gets flagged, then it gets sent to a real person to review it at YouTube, but they probably have to go through thousands of these spam videos. He probably saw hacking in the title and thought, you know what, it's probably spam. Took it down without even thinking about it, not really doing his job properly, but I'm not gonna speculate too much. And then of course, that means that he has to go and appeal it and cause all sorts of hassle for him. And then when you appeal something, usually YouTube is a lot better at bringing it back if it does genuinely follow the guidelines. But in this case, it was like a Saturday night and it got denied. What I expect might have happened is when he filed that appeal, it was a Saturday night, maybe whoever was reviewing it is going through, seeing hacking video, denied, didn't even watch it, was being lazy. And then, you know, this guy's channel was put into jeopardy. 600,000 subscribers this guy had, just because maybe potentially some guy at YouTube was too lazy to even watch the video or didn't understand what he was watching if he did. And I think that's really one of the main problems with YouTube is someone at YouTube who's doing reviews could look at your video and be feeling a bit meh at that point in time and decide to strike your channel, which has real consequences. In the case of Eli, his video was restored probably because it was brought to the attention of someone at YouTube, but for people who don't have access to make that kind of awareness about your problem, they don't really have much to fall back on. For example, you might not be aware of this, but if you're a creator and you get 15,000 watch time hours per 90 days, you can actually look at that in the analytics, then you actually do have access to YouTube support. You can contact them via email and say, hey, what's going on? Why did this get taken down? So you do have a little bit of extra access if you get enough viewers. But that doesn't stop the headache from happening in the first place. And I think the main issue is YouTube applies the same policy to all channels. I'm not saying that the big channels should be held to a lower standard. What I'm saying is that, you know, if you have 1 million subscribers and a video is about to be taken down, maybe they should have a special team or at least call you up and say, hey, this huge channel that would really be a problem if it got taken down. We might want to look a little bit more into this before doing it. Not saying they shouldn't take it down, but you know what I mean. I'm not pretending to have all the answers. Obviously, YouTube has a lot of crap to deal with. They have billions of viewers, and there's literally no way to handle that many people without using automated systems and maybe being a little bit lazy sometimes. But I do think that there should be alternative ways to appeal these things and get a little bit of help if you are someone who really is gonna have trouble if you get a strike or something like that. But I guess, you know what, that's enough for my chatting. If you guys have any ideas yourself, you can let me know in the comments section. I'm curious what you guys think about all this. Maybe you haven't heard or maybe you don't care. Either way, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up so I know you enjoyed it. If you guys are interested in supporting me for no cost, I have a video talking about how you can put my Amazon affiliate link as your bookmark, and that way it would really help me out whenever you go shopping on Amazon. It doesn't cost you anything. If you want to continue watching, I've got some other videos on the right-hand side. You can just click those or look in the description for the same link, like if you're on a phone. And if you want to subscribe, I make new videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so I think it should be worth it. I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys either in the comments section or on Twitter. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.